So I feel like last month, or in the recent past, kind of stuff that's still coming around, we have the Ten of Cups. So that's feeling in a really emotionally stable kind of space. On this card, of course, it's depicted with very happy, dancy, appreciative kind of family that seem to be giving thanks or praise to all that they have, and they're over. I feel like they're looking over their homestead kind of thing, and they're really grateful for it. So it seems like you're coming into the month holding on to some really happy, healthy relationship stuff. However, you might be currently feeling a bit bogged down. However, I mean, this guy is victorious. He's stood his ground, but he's a bit beat up. Um, let's see. And we have the Three of Coins as the challenge for this energy. So it's possible that you're really trying to progress a project. You're trying to get with the right people or get things lined up in the right way to allow this to continue. But this isn't going too well. You're really focused on money. You're focused on obtaining enough. You want to feel like you have enough. In this card, he's seems to be holding very tightly to his money. It's under his feet. It's wrapped in his arms. It's right over his head. Like, this is all I'm thinking about. So I feel this is really you trying to get your stuff right, whether you're trying to save for a specific thing like an event, a vacation, whatever, or you've struggled in this and you're just wanting to feel like, I have enough, I'm okay. This card comes with a warning of greed, however. Don't hold on too tightly, or understand it sometimes takes a little to make a little. If you're not properly using your resources, it's like a business never spending $1 on advertising yet thinking people are going to miraculously find them. That's I think that's the most straightforward way I could say that kind of holding on too tight and thinking things are just going to keep coming. So with you having the 3 as the challenge and the 4 as the focus, this may be you needing to get in front of the right people. You need to stop feeling beat up. Some of the best sales coaches and this and that out there talk about having to approach 100 people to get one customer. Sometimes that sooner or later someone will say yes, kind of thing. You just have to keep rolling with it. So if you have a new business idea or something new happening in your work life, or you're trying to get a new project started, or you're just working through the details of some stuff in your physical world, and you just feel like you can't get in front of the right people, or you're not putting yourself out there because you're scared of it, or whatever it is, I think these cards are letting you know you just have to keep going. There's a right person for everyone. We talk a lot about this in another business that I own, about quality and standards and this and that. And we may have the very, very best, and this guy, across town may be just about the very worst, but he's still there. His lights are still on. So he has clients. There's somebody for everybody. So I just remind people, like, we just have to stay interactive, and we will find the people we're right for. And I'm not worried about the people that aren't right for us and feel that other person is right for them. That doesn't bother me. I know there's enough for everyone. I know when you're actively engaged, actively putting your work out there, coming from a place of authenticity and treat people right and all those good energies, that you're gonna line up with who you're supposed to line up. Your projects and stuff are more likely to come together. And if you're not worried about somebody telling you no or not being okay with something, that's where you're gonna stay. You just have to be focused on, okay, that's not my person. That's not my whoever connects to this. That's not the right space for this. I'm just going to keep moving. So with that, following that, we have the 9 of coins. So their body language here is very different between the 4 and the 9. He is holding tightly and seems to be very protective and unsure and insecure, where she's fancy, right? Like her garden is growing coins, and things are lavish and lush, and she's very comfortable in her space. So you need to draw on your strength because this is in your strength location, of appreciating your physical space and creating a physical space that is comfortable for you. That doesn't necessarily mean like materialism and consumerism, but whether this is in your job, in your home, in your physical body, wherever this is coming into play, like you just have to focus on what you're grateful for in that space, clean it up, clean it out, and just make it comfortable for yourself. And understand that you are making this. You did it. You did the work. Appreciate yourself for doing the work to get you where you have. And we all have things to be grateful for. And this card speaks to that very strongly to me, especially in association with these. Appreciate where you are. Appreciate the work you've done. And don't be scared to interact with possibilities. And then we come to the page. And the page is, he's not scared to get in front of these people. He is not scared at all. He is very in his physical body, and he's not worried about making a fool of himself, or he's not worried about someone putting him down. Like, he's having a good time, and he's just appreciating that's what he's made. He's proud of it. He wants to show it off. He wants to interact with the world with it. You know what I mean? Like, this is my brand new invention, and everyone wants to see it. Like, I almost see him as like Billy Mays right now in my head. I don't know why that came in, but he's showing off his ShamWow. What was that guy's name? I can't remember. But he has no shame in his game, and he's going to present this to the world and be okay with it. And so I think this is a beautiful progression of this energy of taking a new standpoint, feeling more secure in it, and being able to put your stuff out in the world. And for your suggestion card, we have the Magician, which, this can pull this. Going back to, this person is confident in what they're doing. This person knows they can create magic. They're using all of their resources. They have the wand, the sword, the cup, and the coin on their table. The infinity. There's so much symbolism in this card. I could keep going on, but he knows he's not worried about it. He is the magician. He knows he can create magic. He knows he has access to all of these resources. This is heavy energy, and this is telling you quite blatantly as your suggestion card to know that you can create the world that you want. And know that you can control your perception, control what you're doing. Like, this is my thing. I don't care if some people don't like it. I don't care if it doesn't line up with certain whatever. I feel good about what I'm doing, and I'm going to create the world that I want to live in. I'm going to create my perception of that, and that's just how it's going to be. And then we're followed by the Queen. So again, we're just continuing with this coin energy. And the queen is again, very comfortable in her physical space, is very mindful of her money matters, is mature with how she handles her physical health, her money, her resources, her home. She's practical, and she just understands how it works and feels good in her space. She's the even more mature female energy of the nine here. So they're sitting side by side. So now instead of this one's kind of like out being a little more frivolous, I think, because she does like the luxury. This one has matured enough to know, yes, I like nice things and I like to provide for myself these things, but I'm much more secure in appreciation and thrifty and those kinds of things. So again, this is just the progression of that coin energy in your world of just maturing and having a different relationship with your physical world. And like I've said, this can be a project, a job, your physical home or your physical body. Are you taking better care of your health? All of those kinds of energies, how are they playing in your life? And you may be seeing this in lots of different areas right now. And that's just I believe these cards are just calling that to attention, that you have been doing the work there, and there's this maturing happening within you and your relationships to what do I want? What do I need? What makes me feel good? What doesn't? What serves me in my physical world? Where's my health? How am I taking care of myself? What am I putting into my body? How do I feel about my body? And speaking of feelings, we have now come to the only two cup cards other than your past energy cup cards. So we have the king and the ace, and you really want to sit in a place of love. The king of cups is, this is your hopes and fears area. I believe that this could be someone else in your life that you're hoping to share some love with. So I'm just going to throw it out there that it, possible, like, who are you sharing your heart with? That's a water sign. But I think this is just a wanting to feel that. You hope to continue to feel really good, to be emotionally connected to whatever the situation is, and to have whoever these people are. And that's probably why you're so worried about getting in front of people and interacting in this aspect, because you are very emotionally attached, with this being your end or your beginning energy, or your past energy, sorry. And feeling beat down here in the first card. You really hope to be able to maintain an emotional connection to this project. And you want to not only bring your physical world to a place where you're sitting really well, but you also want to feel really good about it. And that may be why this is so hard, is you take any rejection or criticism as you're taking it personal, when this seems to be a physical thing that you're working on. I believe that you can keep your emotions connected without letting them get hurt so much. So maybe this is a time to really reflect in, how are you talking to yourself? How are you loving yourself? What are you allowing in from other people? Are you able to separate whatever this project is from your internal feelings? So someone can say no to the project without you feeling like they're saying no to you personally, is what I'm really feeling here. And you may get to this spark, this, it's like, this card always makes me think of like first love or brand new, like I don't know, like giving birth this just unconditional kind of spark of connection to something. So by the end of the month, I do believe that you are able to do this, and it's all going to go back to your perspective. And like I said, understanding that someone can say no to your business or say no to your product or say no to whatever in your physical world without saying no to all of your being. And I think that's really hard for some of us. Especially if you're an artist or of any capacity or work in the kind of creative field, writer, photographer, those kinds of arts. When someone says they don't like your work, you feel like because your work is part of your soul, you feel that connection to what you're doing. So when they say no to your work, you really feel like they're putting you down or they're saying no to all of you. So please be mindful of how that may be playing a role for you this month. And I didn't even really talk about the Eight of Wands, but again, we have the Wands card here, and I just feel like this is a quickly moving thing. That's usually, and it's a card of victory or just really fast movement. We have another Wands underneath and the Hierophant. So I just feel like this is a pretty quick moving from the 3 all the way to the Queen, right? With the coins. I just feel like the month of May, like whatever this is, you're not going to have to play it out for a long time. I think you're going to learn that lesson this month and have a better relationship with how you see those energies playing in your life. And you may not be perfect at it by the end of the month, but I think that being aware of things changes them, right? So if somebody calls you on something that no one's ever called you on before, you're like, oh, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I'm going to pull an oracle card and see what this has to say and quit rambling. Let's pull this one. Open your heart. And I'm going to read from the book because I'm still learning these and the little blurbs in here are pretty nice. So, the truth of our world, nature, and environment is love. This is eternal love that makes no demands, has no expectations, and does not place limits or conditions on us. There is an opportunity for each and every person to experience love at the deepest level if they are willing to be open. Love can and will flow into your heart, but only if you allow it. It will change your perception, nurture and hold you, and even give you the strength to endure hardships. Take a moment, open your heart, and allow love to bring you joy, serenity, renewed energy, passion, and total unrelenting happiness. Wow. Heavy. Yeah. I think you are willing to open your heart, Capricorn. I don't think that that's turned off. That's in your hopes. And I think that it's just really focusing on the relationship between your heart and your physical space and understanding where the lines fall of what's me and what's just my stuff. My thoughts are even just my stuff. That's not always who I am. You know what I mean? Our thoughts can not always align with what we really feel. So, Capricorn, it looks like you're going to have a good month. Everything's moving in a really good direction. The progression of cards here, the growth of the cards, I think that it's really, really positive. And it doesn't seem to be stagnant energy. We're going to have some movement here. You're going to have to feel. You're going to have to feel, Capricorn.